Hello, boys and girls. My name is Koyushi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Hyperspace Simulator. I guess more like Pokémon Legends Z-A for the Nintendo Switch 2. I only say that because it seems like pretty much this whole DLC has just been Hyperspace Simulator. Yeah, they're different enough, but kind of like the other DLC I played, I think it's kind of annoying and repetitive. I wish there was more different stuff. Yeah, I guess you have some main storyline and some new side missions, but if you take those away, it really is just going around doing non-stop hyperspace missions everywhere. Kind of gets overwhelming after a while, actually. Anyway, we're here with this Ixian person. We're gonna talk to him, see what we can do. Excuse me, do you know if this cafe here is close or good? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has. Is that right? What a shame. It's my first time back in Luminose in 10 years. I was hoping to have their coffee once more. You wouldn't happen to know where I could find the former owner or anything, would you? Well, I may know someone. I'd be grateful if you could help me get in touch with them. If she asked for more information. Probably Grishram. What could you possibly be calling me for? I see. In that case, I suggest you go speak with the head barista at our third drop. It's to work under the master barista who served at La Sandre Cafe. So we're told to go to the third truck. So if I go to the third truck, I might be able to find more about this cafe's old barista. I've been by it before. Novel's Cafe Truck number 3. It's in the Magenta district, isn't it? I'll head there at once. I do hope you'll join me for this little quest. You've been a little help so far. Okay. There's still a few more quests to do, some of which also require more different Pokemon to get, so just like before, we're mostly doing Hyperspace Simulator to try and catch all the different Pokemon. Probably the biggest part of the grind, though, is going to be trying to actually complete the entire Hyperspace Pokédex. Because of the weird Mega Evolve shenanigans, by the way, I'm not sure if I want to actually do the Mega Evolution Pokédex. That's probably going to be more fun to just complete the Hyperspace Pokédex instead. It'd be easier, but still, I guess, pretty tough in some ways. Just not as hard as the Mega one, because, like, I'm not sure if you know, but the Mega Pokédex, assuming it includes those specific fiends, is impossible to complete without doing online, and doing online is not my forte at all. I'd like to make this ideally actually kind of a mindless playthrough if I can. Beyond the training that I needed to do, I'm going to try to ignore the online this time around. Just a fair warning. Not that I don't like it, it's more like I'm not used to it. How in the heck do I get to this one? I was here this whole time. I was just going the wrong way like a blind idiot. Okay. Let's not do that. I don't know which one of these to use. I know I don't want to use that one. That one's gonna be for our boss. Still don't have fighting type one. This 54 one we'll have to do. No, I'm gonna do this instead. Actually, no. I changed my mind again. I kind of bounced back and forth between the two of them. Decided, forget it. We'll just do this one. I wish there was a way to more efficiently farm these. You kind of need to use your high level donuts anyways on these harder to get stuff. Okay, now they actually want us to catch an alpha Pokemon. There's one literally right here, right next to us. Okay, good. We got our alpha now. Now we need to quickly run. And also heal Gardevoir. It's been a while since we've had to do an auto heal in a bit. I'll quickly switch out Ember. Looks like we're doing battles for a bit. Okay, well we can finally run from these. Alright. So we can't teleport into this zone, but what about the other part? Again, they came really far over. For no reason right now. Okay, well at least we found some of the Pokeballs. I was about to say, beyond that, we might not find the ladder, except we just did. There really should be a way to see where things are in the map. Maybe we actually do get that. Maybe we actually do get that, but only once we actually beat the DLC entirely. Have you ever thought of that? I'm just gonna get these items, and then it doesn't look like there's anything good. We're gonna probably teleport over from here. Super awkward when they make you do this, but they don't give you a easy way to get to the other part. Pretty fast with getting these typically. You could dodge quite a few stuff. Oh, that's much more convenient this time. And good, we need to destroy this and then probably get out of here really quick. I don't know why, but I want to use Raichu for a bit. Be nice if he can actually do something. That's more like it. Okay. Well, we did that. I like how some of these we found just randomly by doing those stuff. Just gonna run away entirely. You know what's really convenient? I just realized, if you leave these, I think the game just heals you outright. From what I heard, the game seems to. By the way, did I forget to mention this is actually only the main portion of the run? There's still so much more to do besides just side missions and other stuff. All heck will soon be unleashed, as there will be 5-star missions to do. We've been focusing IH exclusively on the wild zones though, because I don't think the battle zones are very useful at all. Except maybe training for combat. I don't know what they're really useful for. Hey Yoshi, there you are. I'm so glad you came. Let's see if we can find out more about the former barista of Sandre Cafe. I take your order, or are you not here for a coffee? You look like you got other business. I see, and you ended up on the way here. It's true that our old barista at La Cendre Cafe is the one who taught me all I know. But I'll be pleased as punch to hear that a former customer remembers his coffee so fondly. I'll get a hold of him and ask you to go meet you if you would wait outside Cendre Cafe. Amazing, then I'll wait for you both there. We went from that to somewhere else to back to La Cendre Cafe again. And by the way, I'm not saying that the Battle Zone ones are useless. It's just I'm more focused on the Wild Zones because we kind of need those if we want to go for all the Pokédex entries. Wow, I'm actually a bit nervous about meeting the old barista again now that we're here. Alright. Hey, thanks for waiting for us. This is the former barista of the cafe and the man who taught me everything I know, Mike. Lovely to meet you. I'm humbled to hear that you remembered the taste of my coffee and wanted another cup even after 10 years. There's only one thing preventing me from being able to serve you. I've always roasted our beans using Pokemon moves, but I'm rather out of practice. I wonder if I can ask your trainer friend here for a battle so I can hone my rusty skills. I want to battle him too, Mike. Ooh, and we're both going in almost immediately. So we're basically double battling then. Out of nowhere. We're just gonna bounce right away. Bounce is a really good setup move. Whoa. Apparently, the battle only ends when you defeat one of them. Wow. Knowing the bitter taste of defeat, H has won now to draw out the bitter notes in their coffee. It may have refreshed my old memories, but even the old me could have not have beaten you. Huh. Alright, just like that, we're done. Ah yes, getting to pit my Pokemon's moves against the hero who saved our city was just the thing to bring back those old instincts. Please step inside the cafe with me. I'll start preparing your coffee at once. Bit of a mess right now, but it's not in that bad of a shape. I bet with a good cleaning, this place could be back in business in no time. Indeed, I shall prepare our guest a cup of my personal blend just as I made back then. Please have a seat while you wait. So he's still doing this, despite this store cafe being closed for so long. Yeah, this is exactly it. This is the coffee that I remember. This rich, bitter aroma that tickles the nose, the deep black shine, the hint of sweetness. Alright. Hi, you absolute master. It's just as I remember from 10 years ago. No, it's even better. You're too kind. But I'm afraid I owe you an apology. Huh? Whatever for? You've prepared me the coffee of a lifetime. That cup you just drank was prepared by me. What? I was once a barista too, but I retired from that life after the whole Team Fair debacle. The treasurer didn't want the taste of my coffee to be forgotten. The city is always changing, but there are some things that simply make Luminose well Luminose. Mite's coffee was one of those things. I suppose all of us people in Pokemon want to leave our mark on the city so that we might be remembered after we're gone. Yes, well, I'm certainly glad that I'll be able to partake of this coffee I love so much. I don't know what I'll be next in Luminose, but I beg you for another taste, Troy. I'll be waiting for your visit, dear customer. Okay. Moonballs. Honestly, I don't know what. I haven't gone into the Hyperspace Battle Zones in a while. I have literally no clue what I would do in them. Maybe we could take a somewhat high-level donut into one of those zones just to be fun. Beyond that, though, we're gonna continue focusing on these specific ones that we can get. Here's another side mission, which just pulls us right into it. Looks like Musharna's probably sleeping. You know, man, can you please spare a minute? Embarked on a newest business venture, but I have to admit it's not going very well. You see, I aim to help those who suffer from bad dreams to catch up on their Z's for the power of hypnosis. I think plenty of us are plagued with bad dreams these days, do you? But I run into quite a robot. My first customer for Lingo simply refuses to fall asleep. Just flat out won't drift off. Perhaps there's too much energy stored up in his belly. I think Musharna might also be experiencing some jitters in front of our very first customer. Please, could you give this Musharna a nice show it how easy to be? All you have to do is use an hypnosis and then dream meter. Flamingo. I know a pretty easy way to actually set that up, but depends on if even knows both of those moves or not. One of them might be missing. Not very many actually have Hypnosis and Dream Eater, but I also do know one that will. That's Gengar. So we just need to actually make sure then he has those moves. If not, then we could also just keep playing for a bit, or level him up a bit. As you might have guessed, there's not a lot of different Pokemon that know certain moves, depending on the setup. Thankfully, we have so many XP candies from earlier, we could just use a few of them to instantly gain a whole bunch of moves. Okay, now let's see what he learn. Didn't even learn Dream Air. Could it be that we still yet to learn that? As far as I'm aware, Dream Eater is something that Gengar might be able to use. Of course, one thing we could also do is just level up a Mina ourselves using that. We have quite a few Munas we can use as well, if we choose to. Didn't get a new move at all. Now he got an idea for a new move. Dodge Wave, not really useful. Depending on the set, we may have to level him up more than I thought. There is also an individual guide setup I can look at. I forgot to mention, yeah, each side mission does have a guide that can sort of give you hints as to what to do. Is 50 exactly enough? Yes, it is. Just Parashon? Okay. Well, I don't want to waste too much time here, so just like before, oh. Well, you could check what available TMs it can actually learn. Interesting. I forgot you could just do that from this menu. Actually, I don't think I've ever used this menu before. I didn't know you could just do that to make TM training easier. Okay. It's 168. Alright, I'm gonna see you guys in a minute now. Okay, surprise, surprise. Gengar doesn't actually have Dream Eater, I think, in this game, last I checked, so our only other option is to evolve a Muna and level it up to a certain level so it learns Dream Eater. But it's also a friendship Pokemon, so it'll normally take a pretty long time to level up enough. So instead, we're gonna give it enough experience points to give some decent stuff. And then, for the actual last bit, we're gonna just... give this to Muna, because in order to actually finish it off, we have to involve... in order to finish off the side mission, we have to evolve it. Something was stuck to the back of my foot for some reason, by the way. That's good at all. Alright, well, we have this cafe somewhat nearby we can use. Just like before, we're gonna do basically the exact same trick right away. To make sure this Pokemon's out. Alright. Just like before, we can cheat pretty much the exact same way we did before. Assuming we didn't get much experience on that, we're gonna have to do it 3 times with Muna out. I only know this because I also played X and Y a lot, and this is a friendship evolution. Remember how hard it was to get friendship evolutions, by the way, before this kind of stuff happened? You used to have to walk around a lot, and it took way too long. It was just the same stuff over and over again, except to take even longer to level it up. It's better to, at that point, just have it battle wild Pokemon over and over again and level it up that way, which is probably the intended way to do it anyway. But here in this game, you have the cafe system, which is just really broken for friendship evolutions. You just have to do it a couple more times, and then you can just kind of get that done. Oh wait, that wasn't free. Wait, maybe it is a level up one. Maybe I was thinking of someone else. Okay, I think I was thinking of someone else. More than likely I was thinking of something else, because it doesn't seem like anything's happening. We could just put it away then, because I know for sure we're gonna... Well, I know for sure I don't want to go through all this stuff. Let's do this one at a time. I'm gonna be as efficient as I can. These... Either that or it just requires a lot more friendship. Or it actually just evolves in a different way. Yeah, maybe we actually have to teach it Osmosis and Dream Eater, and then it evolves. Who knows? I mean... Okay, I don't know why, but it seems like, despite leveling up, it still didn't do anything. Maybe it's just higher friendship level that's required. We'll do an extra 2 just to make sure. Could it be this doesn't actually improve your friendship? Who knows? Not me. Okay, guess I'm looking this up again. Guess what, I kind of messed up and wasted a lot of the stuff of the evolution, but I guess not technically. I still need to level this Pokemon up to get Dreamier, but reality, yeah. I messed up big time because, I didn't even mean to forget to check that. It's actually a stone evolution. I wonder why I was wasting so much time. Alright, well, we'll get our Musharna now. We need to get a Musharna anyways for getting all the Pokemon, so why the heck not? As you gotta guess, the key way to actually get through this is pretty simple. The game kind of gives you the hint pretty much for free. Musharna is the key, and he's the only one right now that could use Dreamier and Hypnosis, so use that, and then you just have to use Hypnosis and Dreamier. Alright, that's one down. Now we just need to dream hear it right after. Did familials to sleep. Now all we need is a good dream eater. Yes, that was a fine dream eater. Mingo is snoozing like a baby. Huh. Alright. Thank you very much for helping my poor insomniac Mingo get some rest. It seems to be feeling better now that I got some much needed sunlight. We'll be back the next time Flamingo has trouble sleeping. Alright, we're done with that. That was a fine demonstration. Surely Masharna is ready for any future customers now. Thank you for my help. Now my dream business, Rev de Masharna, will be a grand success. If you ever think of a Pokemon who needs some sleep, please bring them to me. Alright, we're done with that. To be fair, we're done with most of the tricky ones so far, but of course the hard to say missions are still coming up. I say tricky as in the not tough ones, but the hard ones are gonna be coming up soon. Just you wait. Alright, here we go. This looks like a tricky one. Oh yeah, this is where we should use our catching power water. I've been waiting actually for a specific moment to use this. This is why I didn't use it right away, because we could just use this in this water domain to get the stuff done instead. So much easier to get it done. But I heard that, just looking at it, I don't know why, but I think these Pokemon are water and ground. I just have a hunch. So we're gonna need to replace someone. With Venusaur and have him be probably the main leader for a good portion of this. Well, after we first break out of this close combat quarters. Looks like we're picking up items too, so let's do that while we're here. Okay, we poisoned it. That helps out a bit. Okay, we need to actually, like, take them out to make this work, but that's fine for now. Looks like we quickly got that and then left. We need to expect that pretty much every major area we could go to probably has this. Mostly used Fairvesh there so we could slide through and hit multiple of those at once. Oh. Not mean to use Sleep Powder there, but that's fine. I went so fast I didn't see where the thing ended up. Oh, I think it's here. Oh, he teleported right to me, Barrett. Went in here just because I noticed there was a Pokeball right here that we needed to get. Floating one, that is. Of course. Ugh. All this and it's just Carvana too. They're not really giving us much options here. Okay, let's at least get 3 of those for now. Okay, we're getting some of those done for now. But we still need to find the 2 new Pokemon. That's a narrow way to get a faraway Pokeball. Okay, good, we made it. Just barely. I might not have a clue where the Pokemon are, dude. I tried so hard looking for other Pokemon, and I swear, like, usually, it's not that hard to find the different Pokemon that you need. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, it's way harder to find this Pokemon. This is where I wish I had a map. It would be so much easier to just navigate and go directly to what we need. We could switch this too, by the way. So we could probably switch to Grass type for when we actually need to battle. Oh, we never went here. This is probably where it is. I think we're gonna have to skip a lot of different Pokemon to actually find what we need. Since we can't find that, we're gonna have to keep going down somewhere else. Just how rare is this Pokemon anyway, if they're not even appearing at all? What if the game doesn't tell you, but you might have to, like, kill a little Pokemon to... Oh, never mind. Finally found Marshtomp and Mudkip just chilling in the corner. You sure made it difficult to find you, that's for sure. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna take 2 of you right now. Or rather, 1 Marshtomp and more than likely at least 2 Mudkip. These are some of the tougher Pokemon, which you'll have to probably, Mudkip's our starter. Kinda hard to find normally. So they're giving us most of the Hoenn starters, I see. Nice. How nice of them. Okay, well, we got that done. That was the only reason, by the way, I had my grass type in, is for Marshtomp. Because it's water and ground, so electric type moves won't work on it. So we have to do it that way instead. Alright. Okay, I've honest now. At the start of this next video setup. Not right now, but the next video, we're gonna try a 3-star Hyperspace battle zone instead. We do need to at least see what those offer. We're not usually one to go in and do stuff, but we could try going for it depending on what happens. Also, it tells you that some are larger and some are medium-sized, so there's like, there could be small ones, medium ones, or large ones. Not sure if that makes any difference, though. Okay, we're starting to get some of the newer berries again. Oh, this is different. Looks like a ash on it. Okay, this one is mostly defensive stuff. That could be useful for a boss battle. Maybe that should be what we actually use for a boss battle. Anyways, I want to get some of these, and then we're gonna probably take them into a Hyperspace battle zone. Because just like before, I think Hyperspace battle zones could also offer berries too, but beyond that, I'm not really aware, because As you might know, we don't often go for them. Okay, so depending on how much power you put into one side, that determines what you get in terms of stat buffs. Let's go with this instead for a little bit more of a level boost. Maybe some of these lower ones could be used for non-battle zones. But I think the defensive one I might save for something else. Okay. It tells me to find distortions on the map now. Alright, before we do anything else, let's go in here, I guess. Looks like we're back here again. Oh, it's you. Hey, Kanari, you still mad at me? You know, I had the idea for a new ultra hardcore trading challenge. Want to try it out? Don't worry, the rules are super simple. You're stuck in a room with some wild Pokemon, you gotta dodge their attacks. That's it. Right, you can just send out your Pokemon or throw a Pokemon, I'll try to catch them. Yep, nope, none of that's gonna fly. It's just you and your reflex. I call it the Defenseless Dodger Challenge. Give me a shout when you're feeling brave. Ew. What is this? We are supposed to do this with just us? So this is literally Dark Souls Pokemon Edition, then. I'm joking, but it could be. Who knows? Just like in that game, we're gonna have to do just a bunch of dodging, except it's just the dodging now. Let's see what happens. Alright. Better leave my Pokeballs and Pokemon behind and become a defenseless starter. Well, I'm so ready. What's the shit? Let's see if you can last 30 seconds. Get ready for a jolt of high voltage excitement. It's our defenseless dodger time. We need to last at least 30 seconds, huh? Ready? Go. Alright. Oh boy. You know, we could just run away from our Pokemon. Of course, having a higher level helps out a bit. Okay, and we survived. Dane, check you out. You survived. Chat with Z, come back, whatever, and try to beat your record, huh? Apparently, we could do this more. Well, we were just here for the TM, if you don't mind, Kinari, so we're just gonna quickly leave. Cafe Galanta's next. Yep, still got more side missions to do. Didn't we talk to you before in a earlier video? I aim to create a superb new gauntlet that will transcend even the mighty Luminose City. Yet there's a problem with my superb van. I don't have a wonderfully gallant Pokemon to help present my super gallant to customers. But the very name of our cafe is Cafe Gallant. Perhaps wanting to be seen as gallant is behind the times, but it is the name of our cafe. I want to respect our history and the desires that went into that name. Forgive me, though. I suppose I got off topic there. The point is, I want a gallant and classy Pokemon who can help deliver my superb galette to customers with style. Well, what are you thinking about? He's only get that most gallant of Pokemon, the effortlessly cool indeed. Interesting. Some of these Pokemon I've never really heard of before, you know? No, we search it up in our Pokédex first. It'd be easier if we sort just by name, then we can figure out what we're missing based off of that. If it's not, then we'll probably have to do something else. Nope, alright, we don't have in Delhi. Probably meaning it's another Pokemon from Hyperspace we'll have to catch at some point. Yet another mission we have to wait on. So back to Hyperspace survey stuff, I guess. Which means we skip that quest and go straight to the next side mission, huh? Alright. Well, there we go. And on that note, I think it's time to save the game also and call it quits. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye!